Well, let's sketch the two models. We'll start with evolution. In the beginning, explosion. From the Big Bang come elements, compounds, sea creatures, cells, land animals, finally man. From simple to complex, from chaos to cosmos, from disorder to order. How did it happen? Although evolutionists don't agree, it generally would be random chance, long periods of time, mutation. That's how it would expect to be happen. Notice the assumptions down here. Everything is of naturalistic origin. Everything you see comes about by natural processes. There is no supernatural in the typical evolutionary model. And given enough time, what is almost impossible will eventually happen. That flies in the face of logic, but that is one of the assumptions. This is what life looks like. A single cell appeared from dead chemicals, and that single cell evolved into everything else that exists on the planet. All these things are related, with man at the top. Notice that the branches are connected. I have to tell you a secret from biology. They're not connected. The branches are not connected at all. In fact, there are no transitions between any kinds of creatures, but you'll find the diagrams drawn with the branches connected. I want also to point out one of the other things about what Mr. Darwin told us. This is the cover of Darwin's book. It's On the Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection. That's the title of the book. It talks about everything coming through a process called natural selection. And I need to define that for a moment because you need to understand that process. Natural selection is a process that says the fittest survive because they're the fittest. Follow that for a second. The fittest survive because they're the fittest. And it's a process where the improvement in creatures is based upon death and bloodshed. That's how natural selection works. The creatures more fit to survive because they're the fittest, and they destroy the other creatures competing for the resources, and as a result, they essentially survive and the other creatures don't. So that's natural selection. Now, let's go to the subtitle, because this is important, and we'll deal with this in a minute. The subtitle of Darwin's book is The Preservation of Favored Races in the Struggle for Life. I'm going to make a blanket statement now, and I'll come back and analyze it in a couple minutes. The statement is simply this. The concept of races and racism comes right out of the theory of evolution. The Bible does not teach that in any way. The Bible teaches all men are a single blood from a single parentage, and the Bible does not give us any races. It gives us tribes and nations. It gives us groups of people that are isolated because of geography or because of government, but not because of skin color or race. And I'll deal with that a little more in a